bonjour, ciao, namaste, salam, sup. Yo, what's up everyone, how you doing? So we're doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be doing a live review, and if you're watching later on YouTube, obviously not so much live. But we're going to be looking at a game called Energy Cycle Edge today. It's a puzzle game, and so admittedly I'm not much of a puzzle gamer myself. I enjoy puzzles, but for whatever reason, like on consoles, like that's just not my thing. But full disclosure, this game I was given a code for by the developers, Sometimes You, and so thank you for that, by the way, greatly appreciated. But yeah, we're gonna be looking at this game today. We're gonna be doing a little review on it. I'm digging the theme. I'm digging the theme already. It's got a very like futuristic, cybernetic vibe to it. It's pretty cool. I don't know, with all these, you see like the little dudes on the screen, like little like robot things. I don't know, but it's cool. I'm excited to find out what they are and what this game is all about. So let's do it. Alright, so play. Alright, so we jump right into a level menu. So let's go ahead and go for it. Wow, throws you right in there. Okay, so I've got a little cursor, if you will, moving around. Not really sure. Okay. I see what's happening. So, whenever I click on a crystal, the entire row changes color. So you see my cursor here. If I click this one, that entire horizontal row changes. If I go into the corner, that corner piece is part of a column and a row. So when I click it, the column and the row changes. That's pretty cool. I can dig that. I can dig it. I guess my objective is to get all of them to be the same color. Didn't really tell me much, so I'm just gonna try that and see what happens. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, I think I got it. Okay. I'm immediately running into a little gripe about this. So there's no backstory to this at all. Well, okay, let me say this. If there is backstory to it, it's not in this game. I don't know what's happening. All I know is I beat the level and they're like, hey, here's a butt. Appreciate it. A butt. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Maybe I got my fingers crossed that they'll do some sort of some sort of story tie-in. I would imagine. I would hope. I don't know. Or at least some context. Like, I don't need a full-blown story. Just tell me what I'm working for. Like, why am I changing these crystals? What are these crystals doing in this universe or this world you've created? What are the purposes of the crystals? Is it some kind of technology? Is it, I don't know. And I think that's small gripe so far. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Those are gonna be easy. I can just switch them to whatever I need them to be, so that's fine. Let's go for green, or what color did I get last time? Blue? Let's go for blue again. I like blue. Let's do that. I'm gonna have to be red, I think, and make them be. They can be blue. Switch them again. I'm not looking it up. I'm not gonna Google it. I'm not gonna do it. This is really challenging. Or it's not really challenging. And I'm an idiot. I feel like I'm missing like I feel like I'm missing some type of like any kind of tutorial that might say like, you know, when you're doing a Rubik's Cube, you know, it talks about like, you know, get the cross and then get the corners, like get that first white face and then move on and build that upside down T. I feel like there should be something like that for this, but it didn't give me like any kind of tutorial, any kind of hint, anything. So, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quit out of this because there are more game modes in this than just this thing. So I do wanna hit those. Maybe I shouldn't say modes. It's more like level styles. So I do want to hit those real quick. So I'm gonna get out of here. And so up there you see you got like an R1 option. And so 180, 90, 40. Okay, so we'll go to this one, and we'll go here. And so this is interesting. I was reading about it before I jumped on. You can see up in the top right corner, there's kind of a, well, I'll tell you what, I'll hit R1 and you'll see what's gonna happen. So this object now, this puzzle is actually in 3D space, which is pretty sweet. And as you turn it, you know, different things happen, right? So one of the things that you're seeing, so you see this green one on the end. So notice that that's green, right? And then when we flip it, you're looking at a green one in the middle as well. But if I change that color on this plane, and then, oh, sorry, wrong direction, and then flip it back around, that middle piece is not green anymore because I changed it on a different plane. So, I'm kind of, honestly, I feel like it's going to be pointless because I sucked at the two-dimensional one. So, I feel like the three-dimensional one is just going to kick my butt, basically. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, that was easy. But now I'm like, okay, what's coming now? Well, okay, I'll go ahead and get that green. That, change that. Boom. Boom. I don't know. I have no idea. I do not know. No idea. I have no clue. I don't know. Let's look at what is that? Okay, so let's just look at these real quick. I feel like I'm literally like doing all I can do, and I don't know. So this one, oh dear God. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. You know what? I'm not even gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'm interested to see what this one is though. Okay, so this one, alright. So you've got one where it's a full cube all the way around. Which is cool. It's really cool. It is apparently not my jig though. Jig, not my jig. It's not my river dance. No, it's not my gig. No, I'm gonna nope out of this. So let me just talk about it for a second. So I think the concept of this puzzle, this style of puzzle, is really dope. I think it's really cool, taking a 2D, what is already a tough 2D puzzle on its own, and then giving it a 3D element. I think that's awesome. I think that's pretty I think it's pretty creative. I don't know of many other games that do that. So that's cool. Good for them for you know, good for sometimes you for coming up with an actual original puzzle. A couple of things I do wish that it would have had a tutorial in the beginning. I mean, I picked it up fairly quickly. You know, with you click on this crystal, it changes all the rows that it's involved in. That's fine. I do wish it would have maybe given me some sort of, hey, when you start in, it's easy if you get the crystals in the corners right first, or get like a cross right first and then work out, or start in the middle, or get the corners and work in. Or I have no idea what the strategy is because I couldn't figure it out. As far as I know, there's no classic cells off. I don't know what that means. Let me check that out actually. Classic cells on. Let's see what happens. Oh, ew. Ugh. I don't like that. If all that is a setting that changes, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It just changes what it looks like graphically. No, that's really difficult to look at. Alright, so there's some settings. You can change the classic cells, random colors. Let's see what that is. Sorry, I know I'm kind of jumping, but I just thought to go into the settings. What's that? What is that? Oh. Okay, so all it did is randomize the colors and then give me back the same puzzle, which is cool. That's awesome. If this game is your thing and you've gotten through to that point where you've beaten all the levels and you kind of know what to expect, and you can you can kind of just fly through them, that's cool. Keeps it fresh, gives you some replayability, so good. Yeah, that's a check mark in the plus. And I'm trying not to be too critical of this game because, like I said, puzzle games are not my thing, as we just witnessed, because I was garbage at that game. But the fact that I'm garbage at it, I'm not going to say that makes this a bad game. In fact, I think it's a really creative game. I think it's a good game. I think it's original. To go back to the pain points I was kind of mentioning, tutorial. would have been nice. Maybe some kind of hint button for the peasants like me that can't figure this crap out. Just anything to kind of get you out of a rut when you get stuck. I was a little disappointed that there wasn't any kind of environment tie-in or universe tie-in, because obviously, I mean, you can look at it, you can look at the theme, and you can tell like they've got a theme in mind. Like, run with it. It doesn't have to be much. You know, you don't have to have, you know, full-blown cutscenes or anything. You know, even just some dialogue would have been sweet. Maybe you play as one of those little robots on the screen, and this lady's suit is malfunctioning, the crystals are all jacked up, and so the robot's got to go inside the suit, fix the crystals. I don't know, I'm just spitballing some junk. But I think anything like that would have given the game more purpose, more of a point for playing. But then again, we sit there and we solve Rubik's Cubes all day and Sudoku puzzles, and there's no point in those either. So maybe that's just me talking from outside of the puzzle realm. I wanted to do kind of like how I would rate it score, but I'm not a huge fan of rating systems in general. I think they're super subjective. I think it's really hard to be objective when you get into a game that you don't particularly do well on. But, well, bump it. I'll tell you my personal rating. If I was going to rate this game, I would rate it in two ways. First of all, just in terms of puzzle games, and keep in mind, again, I'm speaking from a limited puzzle game background, right? Like, mobile games are pretty much my only puzzle game experience. But speaking strictly from a puzzle game perspective, I want to give it a 7. But because it is a very creative game, I feel like it's an original game. I feel like they've got a great concept. Obviously, there's been a lot of care and work put into just the conceptualizing of how this game would work with the 3D elements and everything like that. I think it's awesome. For that, I want to give it a 7, but the fact that there is nothing else to it, it is literally just that puzzle. There's no substance to it. There's no reason, and I don't want to keep harping on it, but there's no substance, no reason. For that, I'd give it, it would knock it down for me. So I'd give it a 6 out of 10 for just like puzzle games in general. Speaking as a video game as a whole, I think that's really hard to do. And so I thought I was going to do it, but I don't think I am, because it's really hard. It's near impossible to compare this to something, you know, more mainstream like God of War or Assassin's Creed or the Red Dead Redemption giant that's rolling through town right now. So I'm not even gonna go there with that comparison. So I'm just gonna stick, if I had to rate it based on the puzzle genre, I give it a 6 out of 10. Do I think you should pick this game up? Well, there's a couple criteria that go into that. If puzzle games are your thing, if you like puzzle games, absolutely grab this. I think it's awesome. I think it'll give you something new, a new flavor of maybe some puzzle games you've done before. If puzzle games are not your thing, and there's probably a lot of you that are a lot smarter than me out there, but if puzzle games are not your thing, and you're not really used to it, this game is probably not for you. I'm gonna jump back into it because I'm an extremely competitive person, and I'm kind of really mad that it's kicking my butt right now. So I am gonna jump back into it. I'd like to at least beat like that first page of levels. What does that mean? Levels? I don't know. But every level, no. Anyway, stop it. I'm gonna jump into it because I do want to beat it. Not beat it because I know I don't stand a chance against the 3D things, but at least beat that one section of the map. Not the map, man. It is late. I'm sorry. That one section of the menu. I do want to beat that. So I'm gonna jump back into it. But honestly, once I get through that, and for real, even if it beats me up too much longer, I'm probably not gonna come back to it. Like I said, I like what they did with the replayability of it. You know, randomizing the colors and everything. I think it's great. Not my thing. You know, just being honest, not my thing. But I think they've got a great. A great game going here. Great puzzler. So hey, if that's your thing, check it out. It is Energy Cycle Edge, and again, just to make it very clear, this game was given to me, the game key was given to me from Sometimes You. So just want to get that possibility for bias out there. But yeah, check it out if you like that. If you like the way that looked, if you like butts, I don't know. That's the only thing that it seemed to try to reward you with, but whatever. So you guys, hey, thanks for watching.